Welcome to Advancement Insight, and today we're going to talk about your purpose and why it's critical to your success. Alright, so finding out your why in life, finding out your purpose, this matters so much in order to achieve success. Tony Robbins has a major focus that he does, which is to find out your purpose, to find out your reason for being. Why do you think you were here, put on this earth? Why do you think you exist? Why? Think about what your major goal is. So what if you had all the money in the world and you had all your bucket list items checked off and you had everything done? What is it that you're here for? What do you think you can contribute or do for the world, or for the universe, as he likes to state? What is it, and why are you here? That why and that purpose is huge. I mean, some people were, put here because they're really great with glass work, and maybe that's their passion, their drive, because they can make beautiful art, Some people believe they're just artists put on this earth to make people happy, right? To enjoy what they've created out of nothing, from their ideas down to paper. I mean, then there's others that believe they're here to truly advance technology. And then there's others that are here that they genuinely are here to help others achieve success, to help, to help the world, to help mankind. However you want to word it. But I know it sounds like this is so big, deep, and unfathomable, but that is so much crap. You do need this. You need to find out the why you're doing something. You have to understand this, and you have to then focus on that. When you start getting through what could be little obstacles, and during the day these obstacles are going to look like mountains to climb, but in perspective of the entire time frame, these are just little hills, right? And understanding and seeing why you're here, and ensuring that everything you're doing is focused on that why, will push you further than you can even imagine. One of the things that I believe that I'm here for is to truly reach out and actually help people achieve their goals. And I believe it's one of those things here's a military reference that I do. Some of the best officers that I've worked with were prior enlisted, right? And then they became an officer and they understood. They came from the ground up, kind of thing. That doesn't make any other officer any lesser or better, right? Nor does every single prior enlisted come in as an officer is great, right? Some people, forget where they come from, right? But those people, there's an amazing saying. The first generation of very successful and wealthy people earn it. The second generation, so their kids, will use it, and the third generation will lose it, because that drive, ambition, etc. doesn't flow down through the generations. There's another big, huge statement for the most part. 3 generations, and you're forgotten. Unless you leave a major impact, unless you're from business and success like Henry Ford, where, you're just the epitome of success, or Jim Rohn, a living legend for success and an amazing author, or Tony Robbins, one of the most inspirational people to be around, right? Unless you leave a legacy along that line, in 3 generations you're going to be forgotten. So think about your way to leave a mark on the world. Look at today's people, or people that have just recently passed. Steve Jobs is never going to be forgotten. You don't have to play the Apple versus Microsoft versus, Android fanboy fan wars, right? The truth is, people will leave a legacy and an impact on their way out, and he was an innovator. Steve Jobs that's what he's known for, that innovation, right? So what are you here for? What do you think you're here and going to do an impact on this world? And it doesn't have to be the entire world. It could be just a few people's lives that you touch, impact, or influence that do something dramatic. So, figuring out your why, your purpose, and really drilling down on the inside to truly determine that, and then using that as your driving force, you will succeed with this, alright? So, take that insight and charge into action.